And welcome along and welcome back to Haut Beyleron. We are on, day 3. It is the 11th of September. And we need to do some work with our farm, with our fields to be exact. So field 17, we ploughed all of this last time. We reshaped it a little bit. We're going to do the same thing now with field 20. You can see we've got this area around here, so we're going to get that bit added, and then we're going to add a little bit up to the top here. I want to leave some space at the top because I think it would be good to maybe put some animals up here, but yeah, I want to reshape field 20 a little bit. The other thing we need to do on here today is we kind of need to get some lime on field 17. So we're going to borrow a lime spreader, get that spread quickly. It's only going to take maybe 1 or 2 things of lime to do that. So yeah, we want to get that done. The weeds I'm not worried about. We're going to be cultivating all of field 20 once we've added these extra bits. So yeah, that's a lot of work to do today. So let's jump into the Vulture here, get us started up, and get create fields on. What I'd also like to do today, actually, is get this area here, get our farmyard, beginning to get that paved and working out our official entrance to the farm would be good as well. So there's that too. Right, I want to keep roughly the same amount of space here. Actually, I think what we'll do, so we're going to add a little bit and take this all that much closer to the road. We've got a nice area here that we can add to this. So let's mark out our area first and bring it around. The nice thing about this tractor with this plow is it actually works pretty well. Although somebody was saying to me in the comments last time that this tractor, that this is a 120 horsepower plow, which is very possible that I missed that. So I'm going to quickly check that once we get to the end of this row here. But you can see the amount of land we're adding into this field just by plowing up this extra bit at the bottom here. It does increase this field by a fair amount. And we're going to bring it up to this bit here. Yeah. Oh. Come on, a little bit further, little tractor. A little bit further. I say little tractor. This is only this is a 190 horsepower tractor. There was a time where this would not have been considered a little tractor. Right, let's go here. And we are going to have to stone pick on here. Now, we did all the stone picking on the other field last time. I'm going to stone pick here after we've cultivated this whole field. But yeah, so we're adding that much space onto the bottom of this field. I want to go have a look around down the other side. Now, I don't want to make an odd shape with our... let's turn this. I don't want to make an odd shape with all of this. At this end here. Have a, you know, end up with a pointy bit. So what I'm going to do is we're going to bring this round... a little bit further there. Right, there we go. And we're just gonna try and square it off a little bit. So we're gonna bring it around a bit, but I'm not going right into that point. We're just gonna have a fairly flat bit going into this corner here, like so. Yeah, fairly flat. And then I want to turn the plow because we want to make it a nice, easy corner for us to work with. And you'll be able to see the extra shape that we're adding at the bottom end of this field here. And you see how it lines up nicely with the plow, with what we've created here so far. So we just bring this and finish off this corner here. And that not sharp corner... that makes it a lot easier for us. So I'm going to get this filled in, and then we're going to go and have a look at what we have at the top of the field. The last strip to fill in down here, and we got some fairly large rocks down here we're going to have to clean up. It's a really rocky part of the field, this. Now, what I also want to do, I think, is looking at this and looking at how this side is shaped down here. I think we're fairly good with how we're coming down and around on the road. I want to bring it out ever so slightly further on this section here. So I need to get myself in the right position, like so. And we're just going to come out ever so slightly further here and bring it around, because on the far side of here, I think we can go out a little bit further and just clear the bushes away a bit more. So we've got the bushes right up to the edge of the field. Yeah, like so. Oh, that wasn't quite enough to clear that. Never mind. And into that corner there, like so. So, like that, I think that does us very well. Now we just need to head up to the top end of the field. And we can go and expand the field up that way as well. So looking at the map, I can't tell if we've got sort of a bit of a circular bit of road up here. But I think the whole area up the top here is actually fairly square. Actually, it's not. That's really good. So again, we've got a lot of space the whole way along this field to expand. So let's take it from about here, like so. I do want to actually get a pretty square corner up this corner, but we're gonna give a little bit of space between us and the bushes along the side there. But then I want to bring it in, and hopefully we'll be able to stay fairly close to the roadway here as we bring it round. Now, it's not overly good at turning because, yeah, you wouldn't really be able to turn with a plow very much, and you'd have to be very careful if you did. Yeah, so we don't have access to that land there. Don't know how close this is. How close do we have access to this? So let's go X here. Yeah, so you can see we can go up to there. So it's a very, very square setup. So let's... Oh. And I don't think we can actually own that building or that land that it's on. So, unfortunately. Yeah, wow. If you stray into it at all, it doesn't let you get anywhere. There we go. Now, is that the corner there? We want to go fairly closely up to this tree line. There we go. Right, so that's cleared that bush out. Let's have a look on the map where we are. So X. Yeah, we are right on the corner. So we should be able now to bring this round. Let's lift that and come in at an angle. See if we can get round here. And yes, somebody who was observant last time, very much this is a 220 horsepower plow on a 190 horsepower tractor. But should still do us okay, I think. Or has been doing us okay, so I'm quite pleased with it. And yeah, look at this. I think we can, yeah, it gets flatter up to the top. So what I want to do is take this up to about this point here, I think. And then that gives us some space to do some animal stuff if we want to. Bring this round. Corner and across. Yeah, so that gives us some space to do some stuff with some land up the top here. And in the meantime, we can come along here and produce ourselves a nice little bit of land, or extra land, to put some extra crop in, which is going to make a big difference to us. So this is our last chunk of grass to get the extra bit of our field done and added in. We just want to square off this top corner and get that done. And yeah, originally this was going to be work I was going to do during the sort of the 2 days downtime while we were waiting for the sorghum to come ripe down the bottom. But of course that didn't happen because I'd forgotten that if you change the season length, it doesn't kick in until the next or the next transition, which of course was from August to September. But a couple little tufts of grass to remove. Yeah, it's a pity we couldn't have gone all the way around to the edge there, but I think it's worked out okay. I think we're doing all right. And yeah, we've added a not inconsiderable amount to this field up the top end here, where we now have yeah, a very, very nice setup. That though should be everything that we need to do with the plow. So time to head up to the shop and plan our next move. Now, before we can do any planting, we're gonna need to get the areas that we've just recently plowed, which is all of field 17, and the extra bits on field 20. Those are all gonna have to be stone picked. So we need to get the stone picker across all of those. Let's lower that, and then we can attach it forwards. So we've got those to do. We also need to get lime on all of those bits as well. All of those fields you can see here, 17 and the new bits, those all need some lime. And yeah, that should turn them into a cultivated state. I think that will then sort the fields out. First though, as always, we've got a new day. We need to check what's in the sales in the shops. And so today on sale, we've got, again, mostly things that are useless to us. I would love to pick this up, though. 114,000 for a New Holland T7 HD. That would do us really well. I can't, though. You know, it's... that little Lintner is also very, very tempting. But... no, we can't do that. That would be a waste of money for us. I think our current tractor, our medium tractor, that is only worth 79,000. That's an interesting upgrade, actually. We could trade in our Valtra Valmet here and get ourselves a New Holland T7. It would mean we couldn't buy any buildings in anything, though. And yeah, as great as that New Holland T7 is, it's no good for us for now. This Valtra, this is doing everything we need it to. Somebody points out there's no front PTO, but if we ever got a dual mower, if we ever got any of these mowers, actually, where are we? Mowers. There we go. Mowing technology. If we ever got any of these mowers, we could put these onto the back and reverse drive this Valtra for doing grass work. So that would be really good. Okay, so we know that we need to lime and we need to de-stone. I think we should probably throw the lime on before we do the de-stoning. So in order to do that, we are going to have to lease some equipment. And this is the thing, if we got the New Holland, we wouldn't be able to lease this equipment. We'd have to borrow stuff. So fertilizer spreaders, we're going to go with the little Breedle. We're going to go with the standard setup on it. Michelin tires. We don't need a huge amount of lime. So we're not going to get the extension. And yeah, we'll go with that. So let's lease that. That is going to cost us 2,295 to lease. That's fine. And then we need a couple of big bags of lime as well. So do we have some lime in here? Yep, 450 for those, 2,000. So 4,000 litres should be more than enough for us here. And I could have just done multiple amounts there, but there we go. Right, so we have 2 big bags of lime and a Breedle. Nope, and I've turned my tractor off because I left it running. But yeah, now we get that New Holland in the shop. That would have been brilliant day one. Had that turned up 2 days ago, I would have snapped that straight up. We only paid, what, 6,000 more for this? Which is just, yeah, that tells you how good a deal that New Holland is. And that would have set us up very well. But then that is the luck of the draw. That is, you know, that is how things go on here. And the amount of money that we'd lose on the Valtra, it just doesn't make getting the T7 worth it, unfortunately. But yeah, I would love to have picked that T7 HD up on here. Let's fill that one up as well. And then we can take this lime and we'll see how far this lime goes on our fields. Yeah, there's the reverse driving wheel. But this Valtra is actually a pretty neat piece of kit. A very good all-rounder. So I'm going to start with our top bit here on field 20. So just going to come in this corner here. Like so. And yeah, we'll start here. Yeah, you can see the size of the rocks that we've pulled up. Is not great. And using this slightly smaller spread should work fairly well for us until we expand out here, and then we can cover all of the area that we're trying to. Well, we don't miss a bit like I did at the start there, but we should be okay. A small patch isn't going to make a massive difference. It's more getting a good consistent spread around the rest of the field. There we are. And back up. And this top area is actually quite a square bit of field. Very, very useful. And yeah, I am leaving just that little extra bit. We started off with like 41%. I'm hoping that these 2 pallets of lime that we put in here is going to be enough to do these. Because that is going to be the real telling thing. It doesn't matter if we have to go back down to the shop, but of course it's going to waste the limited time that we have. So, efficiency tends to be my watchword when doing things like start from scratch. The more efficient I can be, the better it is overall. And yeah, this is proving to be quite an efficient way to do this. There we go. And we're down to 28%. Again, tiny little bit missed, but otherwise good. And we should have certainly enough to do the bottom end of the field as well. So let's head down there and get that done as well. This is going to add a fair amount to our farm. I think we've added maybe another 1/5 to this field, possibly. Which is a nice chunk. I think we've added slightly less to the other field. We could have expanded our other field so much further, but I do want to have somewhere to create a farmyard. And eventually, we will probably get the field expanded a bit when we've actually worked out exactly how big our yard is going to be and where we're going to put all of our sheds and all of that kind of thing. Something I do want to do, and I want to do it quite quickly, is get a greenhouse in place. If we can get a greenhouse in place, then that will bring us in money throughout the year. And we can then look at ways in which we can expand that and make more from it. I think greenhouse and chickens are certainly 2 things that would be good to look at right now. There we go. We're down to 16%. I don't think that's going to be enough to do this field, but I think we'll only need 1 other big bag in order to get this complete. Which, yeah, that's not bad. We managed to get this about right, I think. So, yeah, let's finish this off and see how far this line goes. So, we've made it about halfway through field 17 before we've run out. So, let's go and grab ourselves another big bag and get back up to the field to finish it off. Back to the field. Another 2,000 litres. There should be enough to do this. Look at all the rocks on here. Yeah, this is... that plow definitely pulled up a lot of rocks. A lot of big rocks on this field. And I'm fairly sure, actually, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that last time. Yeah, it's going to cause us a lot of issues if we don't deal with it. Thankfully, it should be fairly easy to deal with. We can grab ourselves a rock picker. We will use, as wonderful as the LO is, I think it requires slightly more horsepower than I've got for this tractor at 190. Maybe not. I would need to go and double check, but I think the other ones might be a little more useful to us for what we're doing on here, partly because they will cost us less money, and partly because it should require less horsepower for both of them. So we'll see how it goes. We still have 11%. We might have enough actually to go and repair a couple of these little patches that I've left around this field as well. But all in all, I would say this has been fairly successful. There we go. We'll see how bad these patches are on the map. If a lot of them are showing up, then we need to go and fix them. But I think in most cases it expands a little bit beyond the edge of where we can see the white, which makes more sense. There we go. So we're down to 5%. Let's have a look at the map here. And if we go over to here, there we are. Yep. So we're actually fairly well. We've got some interesting stuff with the level of fertilization on some of these fields. But yeah, look at this. We've got a few streaks in these fields that we just need to clear up. So let's do this. Now, does this have? This doesn't have the variable spray width that we've got on things like the sprayers. So yeah, we do have to do large areas basically. I love precision farming because when you're doing fertilizer with something like this, it doesn't go and do doesn't go and use what you'd use across all of these areas. It basically just does that little bit you need. But yeah, we've got this. There's not that many big areas that need clearing up. And oh, I've got 9 litres left. If I go at this bit sideways, it might actually do it. So let's just bring this round here. Oh, little bit. There we go. But that has used everything up in here, which is good. And yeah, has not left us too bad. So I'm happy with that. So we can head back down to the shop. It is 3:30. I think we might just get this returned here, actually, because we have no more use for it. So let's disconnect that. Take this off. I'm just going to park the tractor on the side of the field there like that. And we'll get this returned because we have no need of it. So lease, fertilizer, select, and return. Perfect. Right, and then we can turn our attention to maybe putting down a little bit of farmyard. So, in the construction menu, let's have a look here. What do we want to do? Now, I do want to, as I said, I want to put in Where are we going to put in our gateway? Our gateway, I think the best entrance is for it over there. Between those trees. Yeah. If I can... can't angle myself up. But, yeah. I think the... considering our farmland is all over this way. I think an entrance over there. Into the farmyard area here. So, let's see what we've got in the way of barns. Now, this is something we came across before, is that we don't have a lot of money for barns. We can put in something like this, though. And I think this would be a good start for us. I want to turn this. Collides with player. Yeah. So we could put this in here like so. Or it currently collides with, but I think yeah, over here like this, I think is a good place for this. So I'm going to turn it a little bit more. And there. So we then have a nice shed here in which that we can put our tractor and our equipment and things. Over this way, like so. This is a good starting shed for us. Somewhere that isn't too expensive, allows us to park our tractor and have everything in position nicely there like that. Which means that we now need a bit of landscape painting. I come down here and I want to put that's asphalt, so we can do the asphalt there. What is our command to increase the size? Is N and M. Right, okay. So we could put that out here like so, yeah. Like that. Right, and I want to change the shape again. That is V, and bring the size down so that I can just take this along the road here. And that goes out there like that. There we go. Right, and then if we spin. Now, this is a trick that should work to create a nice line. Do that. And on the previous one, you moved about. Yeah, so I can move about using WASD. So you hold the position you want, and you WASD your way across. And as long as you're nice and straight on the edge of the field, then it should work fine. I did have to do a little bit of adjustment. Right, so the best place for us, actually, I like the idea of coming in between these two trees. So I'm going to increase the size of this. And I don't think we're going to do all asphalt. What have we got? Dirt, concrete, forest ground, grass, gravel. I think I'm going to do a load of dirt out here. Take that along the side here. Yeah. Just kind of try and get that to be along the front and out there. And then I am going to put grass back over here. I know I just took this out, but I actually think that a grass edge there makes more sense. And take it down a size. And there we go. Nice bit of grass there. And just into there as well. Back to the dirt. And back with the upscale. I'm going to go like that. Okay. Up. And around there. That then becomes my yard there. And then I want a little bit of gravel. And we'll take the size of this down again. And I'm just going to bring a gravel entrance. Off the road like that. Like so. Perfect. Right. Next, as I said, I'd like to put a greenhouse in. So production, greenhouses. Now, a little, it's only 10,000 for the large greenhouse like this. And if we spin it around, yeah, I like that a lot. So we'll put that in there like so. And that works well for us. And the other thing I'd like, but I think it's too expensive for us, is, if I look under tools, yeah, it's 45,000 for the workshop. Now, I think it's probably worth borrowing the money to get the workshop at a later date. But yeah, we can't put it over there. We'd have to put it over here. But yeah, I want to get the workshop in there. But that, to me, at the moment, that's a pretty good setup. We now need to go and grab some water for this. But yeah, I think we got a great start of a working farm here. Which I'm really looking forward to exploring a bit further. However, it's coming up to 5 o'clock in game, and I've probably been rambling a little bit now. So we're going to leave this here for today, and that means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.